Guys, what is going on? Joseph Fulmer here, and tonight I'm back out in the garage and I am going to take you through installing a battery tender on a motorcycle. And the reason I'm installing a battery tender, this is a maintenance charger. This one happens to be the Battery Tender Junior. It is a 12 volt 750 milliamp charger, and it is compatible with lead acid, AGM, and gel cell batteries, and it's also a smart charger, so it can tell when the battery is fully charged. It stops charging. If the charge in the battery drops, it will automatically kick back in and recharge the battery. Now, the reason why I'm installing this on my bike is because as we add more electrical accessories, chargers for our phones, additional lighting, other equipment, anything else we add that takes electricity from our battery, that means our charging system is going to have to work harder to keep up while we're riding down the road. If we start out every day, every trip with a battery that is fully charged, that means our charging system has to work less, because that battery is basically the fuel tank for our charging system. So if it is fully charged, that's like having a full tank of fuel. The charging system doesn't have to work as hard to keep it full. So that is why I'm installing this, as well as it will extend the life of your battery in a vehicle that sits for extended periods of time. I'm installing this, that way my battery will be fully charged all the time. All I have to do is pull it in the garage and plug it in. Now, they make multiple types of battery tenders. This one, not only does it have the alligator clips to hook up to a battery to maintenance charge a battery outside of a vehicle, or if you want to pop the hood, put the alligator clips on. It also has the permanent connections, which I'll show you here in a minute, that actually have a detachable plug-in on them, so that I will be using those on this bike. That way I can hook them directly up to the battery, hide the plug-in behind the side cover, and then as soon as I pull it in the garage, all I have to do is plug the piece that's behind the side cover into the actual charging piece, and it'll be sitting there on a charger, so that as soon as I get ready to go the next time, I unplug it, it's fully charged, it's good to go. So I'm going to run you through that. In the meantime, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you already have, make sure you hit the notification bell. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer them. When this video is all over with, please don't forget to rate it. That tells YouTube that I'm putting out content that you guys are enjoying. It'll share it with more people, and please, as always, share these videos with your friends. While I'm getting into this, I want to say I'm sorry I didn't get a video out to you guys last Tuesday and Thursday. Last week was absolutely horrendously busy. Last weekend was busy. I've been trying to get Blake's 88 F-150 that you've seen videos on done. There are 2 videos coming up on that, which hopefully will be the final videos on that truck for a while. I think we've finally got all the issues lined out, everything taken care of. There are some interesting developments that will be in those videos if you watch those videos, so please, those should be coming out Thursday of this week and Tuesday of the following week if I get a chance to finish the editing. That's the game plan. So keep your eyes out for those, guys. We're going to get started installing this, guys. Keep in mind, these battery tenders can go on any vehicle, whether it's a classic car that you have that you drive on nice sunny days, or a motorcycle, or a four-wheeler, or your lawnmower that you want to keep charged over the winter. These can go on any vehicle. So, and the process for hooking them up is the same. Now, that being said, first thing I need to do in order to hook it up to my motorcycle is I have to get to the battery. So in order to access the battery, I'm going to have to remove the seat. So I will remove the seat, and then I will be right back to show you guys the next step in the process. So give me a second, we'll be right back. We're going to get to work. Alright guys, as you can see, I've removed the seat. I removed some of the electronics for the stereo out of the way so we can access the battery. I have the negative here, I have the positive here. Now, we have our Battery Tender Junior. Oops, there we go, sorry. We have our Battery Tender Junior, and I know I'm a little close in. We're going to go ahead and open this up. Now, we'll get our cord and our charger box out of the way. We're not going to need those yet. And like I said, they give you two different sets of clamps. One for a temporary charging of a battery, and the other for a permanent mount, and this is what I'm going to use. As you can see, it's got a plug right here on the end. They do have a fusible link built in so that if you leave it in place, and they do come with the fuse. Alright, that way if you leave it in place and something happens to one of the wires, it won't short out and cause a fire. So, now, what we need to do on this bike is take a 10mm, and we are going to remove the bolts on the battery terminals. I'm also going to take the red tie off of here. So, now, be very careful doing this if you're not going to completely detach the negative first, which I'm not. I'm going to try and leave it attached, that way I don't lose all my electronic settings and have to go through and completely reset the bike when I'm done, because on this bike it's kind of annoying. But we're going to thread out our bolt. Then we're going to take our black connector, put the bolt through the connector, replace the bolt directly into the top of the battery terminal, tighten it back up. Okay, we've got that tightened up good and snug. Now we're going to break loose our positive, being very careful since our negative is connected not to touch the frame or any other metal portion of the motorcycle. And we're going to try and keep our positive up against the terminal as well, so I don't lose connection. And then we're going to take our red lead that has the fuse in line. Bolt goes through, right back into the battery terminal. Okay. A nut driver like that makes life 10 times easier. Okay, that one's nice and tight. Now that I've got both of those on and tight, I'm just going to route my plug-in end, and in order to get the plug-in, you just pull that off, and it's coded positive negative, but as long as you hook it up properly to the battery, which we need to get our little battery boot back up here. As long as you hook it up properly to the battery, you never have to worry about that plug-in. Plugging it in the wrong way rather. And then I'm going to route it out. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen like that. We're going to route it out the side cover here and slightly to the rear. And then we're going to try and put our side cover back on. Come on. There we go. Side cover's back on. I've got my plug-in sticking out here. I can actually just tuck that in behind the side cover, which I know is very hard to see from there. But now that's done, I just need to take my battery tender portion. We're going to take the cover off here. We're going to take the cover off here. You can only plug them together one way, and that will put positive to positive, negative to negative. Once they're plugged together, we just have to plug it into the wall. Alright guys, I know I got some stuff in the way of my outlet here, but you can see I've got it plugged into the wall directly below that other extension cord. There's a little red light on it. When the battery is fully charged, that light will turn green to let you know the battery is charged, and then it will automatically switch back to red once it's done charging. Alright guys, so that's all it takes to install a battery tender in a permanent installation on something like this motorcycle. If it's a little harder to access the battery, it might take a little more to install it. You need to be smart about how you route your plug-in end of the cable that's going to be permanently on the vehicle. I routed it out that side because when I park in my garage, that side of the motorcycle is always closest to the wall where the outlet is. That way I don't have to worry about a cable running over top of the motorcycle where somebody might get hung on it, jerk it out of the wall, jerk it out of the bike, do some damage. It's always on the side nobody's going to be walking on. The bonus to this is there are a lot, because of the fact that a lot of people do use battery tenders on motorcycles, there are a lot of accessories, whether it be cigarette lighter adapters, USB adapters, any other accessory for charging things that will plug into that battery tender end. That way when you're not charging it, you could run the cable into, say, a saddlebag or a tour pack and actually use it to charge your phone, charge a laptop, you name it. Anything you want that you can plug in inside your hard cases. Plus, every time you leave the garage, you'll have a fully charged battery. Now, I will say, they gave me plenty, I don't know if you guys, how well it's going to show up, but they gave me plenty of extra wire. I bet you there is a good 10 to 12 feet of extra cord here. I'm a good 5 foot from the wall, plus I had to go back behind this pegboard that's behind me to get to the outlet. I had plenty of cord to reach the outlet. So guys, do me a favor, I hope this has helped you out. Please share this with your friends, subscribe to the channel, rate the video now that we're all over with. Stay tuned for the next 2 videos, which will hopefully be the last for a little while, on Blake's F-150. Those are going to be coming up within the next couple of days. And as always guys, don't forget to get out there and get your hands dirty. You might have a little bit of fun doing it. We will see you on the next one.